Are you listening to me? If you are self-employed, working as a freelancer, a consultant, or running your own sole proprietorship, and you are nearing retirement or already there, we need to have a serious, unfiltered reality check right now. You are facing a completely different financial battlefield than someone who punches a clock for a corporation. When you work for yourself, you don't have a human resources department handed to you on a silver platter. You don't have a corporate match landing safely in your account every 2 weeks. You are the boss, you are the employee, and that means you are 100% responsible for your own financial survival. But here is the fear that I know keeps you awake at night. You are looking at the clock ticking down to the day you want to slow down, and you are realizing that your business income fluctuates. You have good years and you have lean years. You are terrified that if you pick the wrong retirement account, you are going to trap your cash, or worse, you'll miss out on the massive tax deductions you desperately need right now to keep your business afloat while building a safety net that you cannot outlive. You are asking yourself, what is the absolute best retirement account for me when I am this close to the finish line? Let's look at the classic mistakes so many of you are making. You open up a traditional or a Roth IRA at your local bank, you put in your maximum contribution, which for 2026 is just $8,600 if you are age 50 or older, and you think you are done. You think you have checked the box. I am here to tell you that $8,600 a year is not going to cut it if you are trying to make up for lost time in your 50s or 60s. That is pennies compared to what the tax code actually allows you to do if you just open your eyes to the specialized accounts meant for self-employed heavy lifters. Your first major option is the SEP IRA, the Simplified Employee Pension. People love the SEP IRA because it is incredibly easy to set up. There is almost no paperwork, and you can contribute up to 25% of your net self-employment earnings, up to a massive $72,000 for the 2026 tax year. That sounds beautiful, doesn't it? It gives you a huge tax write-off. But here is the catch that trips up people who are nearing retirement: the SEP IRA does not have a catch-up contribution for people over 50. None. Zip. And because it is strictly based on a percentage of your net earnings, if your business has a down year and your net income drops, the amount you are legally allowed to contribute drops right along with it. If you only net $40,000 in a tough year, you can only put away around $8,000. If you are 62 years old and trying to aggressively shovel money into savings, that calculation is a punch to the gut. This is exactly why you need to understand the absolute powerhouse for owner-only businesses, the solo 401k, also known as the individual 401k. If you have no full-time employees other than yourself and your spouse, this is the account you need to be looking at. Why? Because the solo 401k views you as two separate people. You are the employee, and you are the employer. As the employee, you can defer 100% of your earned income up to $24,500 in 2026. But because you are 50 or older, you get an $8,000 catch-up contribution, bringing your employee total to $32,500. And listen to this, if you are between the ages of 60 and 63, the Secure Act 2.0 gives you a super catch-up of $11,250, meaning you can defer $35,750 just as the employee. Then, you switch hats. You put on your employer hat, and your business can contribute another 20% to 25% of your net profits as a profit-sharing match. When you combine both sides, you can pack away up to $80,000 a year, or a staggering $83,250 if you are in that 60 to 63 age sweet spot. Think about the math here. Even if your business only makes $50,000 in net income during a rough year, a solo 401k allows you to shield almost all of it from taxes by using your employee deferral and your catch-up limits. A SEP IRA would limit you to a fraction of that. The solo 401k gives you the power to supercharge your savings exactly when you need it most, regardless of whether your business income is a raging river or a quiet stream. Now, let's talk about tax structure, because this is where people make devastating mistakes. Should you do a traditional solo 401k or a Roth solo 401k? If you take the traditional route, you get the fat tax deduction today, but every single penny you pull out in retirement will be taxed as ordinary income. If you choose the Roth option, you don't get a tax break today, but when you retire, every dollar of growth and every withdrawal is 100% tax-free. If you are 5 to 10 years away from retirement and you are in your peak earning years, sitting in a high tax bracket, taking the upfront deduction with a traditional account can save you thousands in federal and state taxes right now. But if you already have a large traditional IRA or an old corporate 401k waiting for you, adding more pre-tax money means you are building a tax time bomb for your 70s when required minimum distributions, RMDs, kick in. You must look at your total financial picture. Your actionable takeaway today is simple, and I want you to do this immediately. If you have no employees, call a major brokerage firm and tell them you want to establish a solo 401k. Do not let them talk you into a standard IRA because it's easier. You need the high limits. You need the catch-up provisions. If you do have full-time employees, then look at a simple IRA or a SEP IRA, but if it is just you, the solo 401k is your golden ticket. Stop leaving your retirement security to chance, stop shortchanging your future with low-limit accounts, and take control of your business and your life today.